Hi, people. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? Yay! I see the chat now. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? How's it going over there? You're in, correct me if I'm wrong, are you in the UK? No, Jonathan, I know you're in the UK. Yay! Hi, Fuzzy Genius. How's it going, everybody? This is the first time I've been live streaming from this corner because this is the new studio space. Also, it's a little bit dark. I need to get like a lamp that I can put on this. Oh, I'll close the door. A lamp that I can put on this desk so that oh, you're in New Orleans. That's right. So you guys can see me a little bit better. Hang on here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Things are still a little bit wacky because I move out like tomorrow our lease starts. But we're doing like patchwork and painting and stuff tomorrow, and then we actually like move things on Saturday and Sunday. So pretty crazy. Yes, the butterflies actually are from college, and I've just kept them around because I thought they were really pretty. But that's the background that you see in a lot of vlogs, and so I kept that, and I kept my lights so that I could have a background for like covers and stuff. And then I've got, hang on, the green screen's over there. And then we've got the studio here, which I need I got a curtain for, and I will figure out how to hang that. And then my producers will be so much happier with me because I will be so much easier to mix because they're not taking out a ton of room sound, which is ideal. What else is new? Stefan, oh, there goes the dog. I'm doing something that you will appreciate. Sorry. Solana. That I think I'm doing something that you'll like. I'm working with a piece of IKEA furniture that I got for the move, and IKEA instructions are not good, and so I was like, ooh, I can Google Translate them. But they gave up on language entirely because they're such a global international company, and so now everything is just pictures. And so I am attempting to write what they did not write, what they just told with pictures, and then I'm going to translate that. But just writing it alone is like a layer of misinterpretation. So it's going to be good fun. That'll be my screwing around with assembly instructions video that you've been requesting. So my hometown is a sofa. I don't understand that. As in, like, where you live is a sofa, in which case I could get behind that. So we've got, and I just finished a dresser downstairs that I would show you guys, but it's 2 floors down, and it's gorgeous. I love, in addition to doing music and all that stuff, I love doing like crafty things. I loved knitting. I loved woodwork and all that stuff when I was growing up, and so I got to do some like stain stuff that was really fun. Hello, Tom David Johnson. Some IKEA products are place names. Oh, I get it now. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's brilliant. Wow, yeah, you can literally say that your hometown is a sofa. That's really fun. I didn't know that. I didn't know where some of the IKEA names came from. Also, food at IKEA is incredible. Can I translate names of IKEA stuff? Like, is it words or is it predominantly like just terms or names of places in Swedish? I'm curious. Another update while I wait for that to come in is the album is a thing that is occurring. We're recording most of it. We're recording most of it on Thursday, and then we have another recording session actually on my birthday later in June, and I am very excited about it. I think it is a big departure from a lot of what you guys have seen from me thus far, and yet at the same time it's not. It should make a lot of sense. and we're really going for it. We're really trying to make it as big and beautiful and glorious as possible, because we want to give out the best product. So that's what we're working on. Some random things with the place names or those personal names. Oh, okay. So you can say, hi, I'm Ivar, I'm a shelf. That's fun. Yeah, and obviously you guys will get a copy of the album digitally. And something else that I'm doing is that all patrons will have their name on the album. A lot of musicians do this, and I just think it's a great acknowledgement that you don't get around in this music world alone. Like, you do it with the help of literally hundreds of people. And so all you guys will be able to receive the PDF of the album notes, which will have all of your names on it. Like everybody who's a patron will get their name on it. The name that I see on Patreon. And it will be available in hard CD as well. A couple copies will be available. But I will give it to you guys digitally so you guys can listen to it. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited, and I'm excited to turn that side into a live show that is, we'll bring the translates. We'll have a lot of fun with that, but I want it to be something that is a little bit more and allows people in a way that maybe is unexpected. So that's the hope there. And I can't really say anything at the moment, but we're looking at some really cool live stuff in the States and possibly in the UK. So for those of you who are there, yay. And I'm interested to throw this question out to you guys. I'm thinking about, once I start figuring out the Pew experiment with, having every, YouTube being exactly what it always has been and as frequent as it always has been, but just adding the occasional weekly, or even, just sitting down at the piano and live streaming for an hour or so, as much as I can. And there's a Twitch streamer that I really like who does that, and it's so calming. She just takes requests and just sings, and she'll screw up and she'll start over, and it's very normal, but it's, she basically gives a concert every day, and I thought that was kind of awesome. So Post Nord, what is that? It sounds like a Nordic something. Is it like a pirating situation? That's what it sounds like. So I'm thinking about trying to do some live streaming stuff. I don't totally know about that yet. I don't think I'm a competent enough musician on the piano to be able to sustain that. But the piano. Oh, yeah, I need to do a GTS of Piano Man. Let me actually write that down, because I get that request a lot, and that would just be really funny. Let me make sure I don't already have that. Yeah, okay, Piano Man. I can probably play the Piano Man right now. I just need to learn it. Oh, Dana's supposed to. Oh, okay. I'd watch you on Twitch. Thank you. I'm glad. Yay. Yeah, I met a lot of Twitch streamers at Playlist Live, and they were like, come with us. Particularly right now, because the music community is so small, it's very intimate. So I was like, maybe I don't know. But that would be in addition to everything that's already happening. So that's what's a little daunting, is that I would never give up all the stuff that I'm doing right now. I would just want to add, which is daunting because it's already a lot, but that's okay. Make it and we'll be there. Cool. All right. Love that. Yeah, the stuff for the new channel is coming. It'll be beginning of July, and with that will come the newest music video for an original song. It is dope. We filmed it at the YouTube space. We're doing some reshoots later in the month, and it is a really amazing vision. Hannah Tobias, whom you guys have met, was in on it, and she really put it together. And this was a song that I wrote back in college, and Hannah and Johnny kind of took it and elevated it and made it better. And it's great. I'm really excited about it, and it's very different from anything I've ever done. So I'm excited to drop it and be like, look at all of this new stuff that's happening. I just hit my hand on the door here. But it's going to be like an overload of new things for everybody, which, you know, the internet always takes well. But at the same time, like, GTS is going to stay where it is and keep doing exactly what it's doing. That's not going to change. It's just sort of where things are happening and how much of it. So. GTS dad jokes. That's funny. What's interesting, though, about translating something that's already funny is it doesn't always work. I'm curious, though. I'll write that down just because it's a great title for a video, but I'd be really, really curious to see how it translates because I've tried like translating, like for example, when I was talking to John Cozart, I was like, yo, can I translate After Ever After? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And I did it. And I was like, this does not work. I need to cover it because it's already funny, and trying to mess with it actually like kind of killed it, which was odd. So jokes could be in the same category or they could be completely different. I don't know. But I'd be curious to see. So I'll test that out. Thank you, Tom. Yay for Twitch. Yeah. I feel dumb. What is Twitch? Twitch is a live streaming site that is owned by Amazon. It is 80% gamers, which is why I didn't engage in it initially, but Twitch is actively trying to engage other types of creators other than gaming. So that's where we're at with that right now. Where is the best place to drop GTS song suggestions? Definitely the comment section of any Patreon thing, because I get an email every time you guys comment and whatnot. It's a lot of emails, but I want to make sure I see everything. So definitely the comment section on Patreon, because that's what I see the most of. If it's a YouTube comment, it might slip by me. But on Patreon, yeah. I don't really like Twitch. To be honest, I don't really get Twitch yet. And I'm maybe, toes deep in it at the moment, and we'll see where it goes. With Jonathan Young, he's got a great dad voice. That is true. Jonathan Young, he's a good dude. I'll try to see him when I'm in California. He's killing it. He like owns his own studio now and is really putting all of his eggs in like the owning the studio basket, which is not the route that I thought he would go, but he's doing it. He and Travis are killing it and having a good time. Banish Witch. Okay, cool. Yeah, Twitch is a very divisive platform. You either love it or you don't. So I'm curious about it. Vote up for dad jokes. Yeah, I'll definitely test that out. It's fun. Yeah, right now I've got IKEA directions. I'm going to do a cooking with Google Translate because there's been so many requests for that. And I'm just waiting until I get into my new kitchen because it's an open layout and I can actually film there. Inspirational quotes. I'm definitely going to do a Moulin Rouge week where I translate either the Elephant Love medley or One Day I'll Fly Away, and then I'll cover One Day I'll Fly Away. How do you guys feel about when I do like the GTS and then the cover right after? I'm not really sure if that is a good format. What do you guys think about that? I'm curious. I've also got Can You Feel the Love Tonight, classical music like opera, more Q&As, maybe Mother Knows Best. I'm definitely doing When Will My Life Begin next week. I'm trying to release a video either tomorrow or Saturday. I don't think it's going to happen because I'm still trying to record it. With all of the things that have been happening with the move, it's been very difficult to do two this week. But I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. If it doesn't happen, I'll do two next week. Two translates next week. I'm doing P.O. Box shoutouts as well. So any of you who have sent stuff to me, which I know is a lot of you. ABBA, yes, I'm doing an ABBA one. ABBA is happening, I think, in July because that is when. Let me look at my calendar. July 17th because that is when the movie comes out. So I'm gonna do it then. Piano Man. Oh, Grease. I've gotten a lot of requests for Grease. which I need to do eventually. I need to do something from that, either Summer Nights or, well, no, probably Summer Nights or Grease Lightning, or You're the One That I Want. Maybe all of those. Who knows? Could probably do it. Oh, and I am doing a collab. I'm doing Into the Woods, and you can guess who I'm doing that with out in LA. And I'm doing a Harry Potter thing. I'm going out to LA. I'm doing some collaborations. I'll let you guess who I'm doing Into the Woods with, and I'll let you take some guesses as to who I'm doing a Harry Potter GTS with. There's 2 of them. Haha. I'm also going to be working with the Fine Brothers again, which is great. I'll do some YouTubers React and some other stuff, so it should be good fun. Yay, Sondheim, finally. I know, I can't believe I haven't done Sondheim, because he's great to translate. He's so wordy. But I haven't done it yet. As a manly dude, I'm going to see Mamma Mia 2. Yes! Yes, real men see Mamma Mia 2. Muppet Christmas Carol. Oh, true. Muppet Christmas Carol was not one that I grew up on, but maybe... Yes, I did do a little bit of One Direction. Oh, dude, like just one layer of Google Translate from the Swedish lyrics. I think if I did that, Swedish is a pretty good language. Like they've got it together, so it wouldn't be as funny. I would have to mess around with it a little bit more. Favorite Christmas movie? That's so sweet. Scrooge is that the one with Alistair Sim, right? He's that. If so, that's my favorite Christmas movie. That and It's a Wonderful Life. It's June. We're talking about Christmas. That's how that works. Yeah. So I that's another update. I'm going out to LA for VidCon, and I'm a speaker, as in I'm moderating a Q&A with Andrew Huang. They asked me to come along, so I'm very grateful to them and very excited. And I'll be working with the Fine Brothers there, and then some other YouTubers a little bit later in the summer. We're gonna do some fun stuff that I probably shouldn't say anything about yet, because we're still working on it, but I'm stoked. Over the summer fan collab project. I'm trying to figure out something other than just involving people in the translations to do with people, and I think that may end up being on the music channel. I've been doing some like fan suggestion things. Like I asked everybody for their favorite word. I'm doing something with that on the music channel actually, and trying to involve people as much as possible. But I know there's more to be done. So that is something that is on my mind for sure. Yep. Now it's Christmas. Yes, I know. Yeah, it is. What is it? We watch Alistair Sim's Scrooge on Christmas Day. It's a Wonderful Life, I think, is Christmas Eve. I don't know, but we're very like specific about the time frame in which we must watch all these movies and be like, it's Christmas time. Love is an Open Door for a duet. I actually did Love is an Open Door really early in my channel. It is probably not. It's the worst. It's not the worst. It's just not great. I didn't really know how to mix at that point, and I just did it with a friend of mine, Ryan. It has over 1 million views, but it's like we did it live also, and so the sound quality is super sketchy, and we did it in like a black box, like evocative costumes, and that's it. And live, like, just not great. It is not good. But that was where I was at, 4 years ago. I wasn't making particularly good quality stuff, and that has changed, hopefully. But yeah, that video cracks me up. And also the outtakes on that video are great because it was live. There were so many outtakes. Did I miss any channel? No, it is in the making. It is in the making, and will be under the umbrella of this Patreon as well, because it's just going to be where I put my covers and originals as opposed to on the GTS channel. So all the content is the same. It's just going to be in a different place, purely because YouTube likes that. They like to be able to genreify things. So, from inside the actor studio, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could work. Collaborating a script could be wild. Um, yeah, yeah. I occasionally will go back and watch old videos, just to see like where, as sort of a reminder of where I've come from, and very much an educational thing, not a like, oh, look at me. Like it's about getting a sense of where I was at as a human and as a creator. They're always very telling. I think I'm a lot more laid back, and I try to be less. I don't try to be as like appealing anymore. I don't try as hard uh, as I did before. Um, when I'm not, in full GTS mode, I'm like, you get no makeup me today, and that's okay, because I believe that kind of reality is important, because there's so when I walk through, this is a little rant. When I walk through like conventions and I see a lot of creators, God bless them, but they're so put together and so made up and so codified into an image that they have of themselves, or that someone else has made for them, or that society has made for them. And we all are to a certain extent, but I think the internet has aided in that, and I've been trying to rebel against that in my own tiny ways by like not doing it and just being like, I'm gonna wear sweats and a plaid t-shirt, and that's where we're at. So yeah, side note. It's a show where actors talk about acting and there are 10 questions at the end. That's cool. I'll take a look at that. Um, I do love talking about the acting stuff. I'm just not doing as much of that right now. But I will be. Got a show coming up again. Can't say anything, but it's coming in a long time. It's in like several months. Um, mm-hmm. Yeah, you discovered it through the Pokemon theme. I love that one because I got to wear Pokemon onesies the whole time. Aha. Thank you guys. Yeah, I've definitely been thinking a lot about the fact that there are young people that watch me, and just how where and thinking about where I was at that time in my life, and what did I need to hear, and then sharing that I talked to them like adults, while at the same time talking to my slightly older audience. I know there's a lot of people that watch me. That my second biggest demographic is like my age and slightly above, which I love. I think it's great, and so I'm constantly having to kind of ride that balance. And that's something we're looking at with the album, is that um, it's really geared towards that sort of middle school to 25. Like it is a wide range, because there's a lot of variation on the album. There's some very poppy stuff. There is some not very poppy stuff. And because I genuinely believe that people like to listen to multiple things, you don't have to uh, streamline a product into some kind of a mold. So we're sort of intentionally shifting things around, but maintaining the Melinda sound. All right, still considered young. I know. I know. It's all good. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. It's the kind of thing where I hope that there are a couple songs. Actually, we played one of the songs for one of my producer's parents, and she was incredibly moved by it. So it's a wide range of stuff. Um, Age is a number, people. It's just a number. I've learned that, especially in the creative world. A lot of the creators that I know and love and am friends with, I thought they were younger, but they're actually older. They have young spirits. Um, are there any other questions you guys have about stuff that is coming up, or things on Patreon? Reminder, if you haven't entered your address, you should do now, so that I can send you stuff, because I'm going to be doing that in the next week. I'm very excited about that. Any news on tours? Not immediately, but they are in the works. Especially now that we have the album pretty much written, it's a matter of being like, okay, what does a live show, with my sort of the various halves of myself, what is that going to look like? And so we're hoping to do, if not a tour, like several shows, span out over a long period of time in several different locations. So that's where we're at. It is absolutely in the works. Will the Harry Potter GTS be extras from books? Yes, it'll be like the best quotes from the books themselves. Probably not the movies. Any duets with Jonathan and Caleb? I love them both. We haven't been planning anything recently, but because everybody busy. But if I find something with them, I will for sure do it. With someone like Caleb and even Jonathan, I really want to do it in person. We used to collaborate a lot remotely, and I just so strongly prefer doing stuff in person, because everybody feels like they have a better say, and you have more control over the finished product. Hoping to get Brian Hull back in there though, because we've talked a lot about doing something else together because we like working with each other. He's a good dude. Nice dude. Hopefully UK. Strong possibility of UK, actually. I keep my mouth shut. Denmark? I don't know. I'd like to. Very much like to. Stockholm. Got it. I want to go to Stockholm, just like in general. I was going to say Broomy is also there, but no, he lives in London now. Come to Denmark. I want to. I really do. I forget whether that was one of the top cities. I don't think it was, but you'll make it be. I will make it to Denmark at some point. MP3s of GTS stuff. So the reason I don't do that is with the way I keep my stuff legal and fair use is through visuals predominantly. And so the audio alone is considered what's called derivative. And that takes separate licensing that can take months and months and months. So we may eventually just do that for a bunch of my songs and make an album out of it, but that would take a lot of work. The videos themselves, however, are cool as they are. But yeah, as soon as it becomes just an audio medium and not an audiovisual medium, it takes a whole separate licensing, in my case. So that kind of sucks, but that's why you've never seen an MP3 of GTS. Yeah. So that is that. Appreciate my very orange juice. It's very good. It's got turmeric in it. It's cool if it's visual, because I do a lot of like weird undercut things. I think the best example of that is What Am I Doing? Taylor Swift Look What You Made Me Do, because it kind of wrote itself. She was in such a strange place at the time, and so when the lyric came out as What Am I Doing, it was like, oh yeah, that is literally Taylor Swift right now. She doesn't know who she is. She's a victim and a villain at the same time, and she just has no idea where she's at right now. So if laughter's healthy, then you are my lifesaver. I'm glad. Happy Law Joy, yay! Oh, interesting. You can't use Wave. That's unfortunate. Good to know, though. I will. I'll release the album in MP3 form then. And yes, you can pirate my videos. Please don't. Watch them on YouTube Music. All right, y'all. It is 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna head back into work so I can see if I can get a video out. I really want to get a second video out this week, but between just so much moving stuff, and there have been some miscommunications with the leasing office, and it may not happen, and I may save it to next week. I'm probably going to save it to next week, just logistically. But then you'll get all the GTS and all kinds of things after that. So I'm excited about that. And you guys are awesome. Thank you for the doors are moving. I know. It was great to see you guys. I'm hoping for the next stream I will have like I can do it from maybe in New York and maybe have some musicians or something, and we can like play a little concert or something. That would be fun. So I will all my work day should end like this. Yay! Good. All right. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.